West Asia war sees major escalation. On Tuesday, Iran fired over 100 missiles at Israel, triggering alarms across the country and sending Israelis rushing for shelter. In response, the Israeli army announced a closure of the nation's airspace. Spokesperson Daniel Hagari assured that Israel's air defense systems are fully operational, effectively detecting and intercepting incoming threats. The Revolutionary Guards of Iran stated that the missile attack was in retaliation for the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah and a senior Hamas figure last week. Meanwhile, Iran's supreme leader Khamenei remains in a secure location amidst the missile strikes.
איראן עשתה הערב טעות גדולה, והיא תשלם על כך. המשטר באיראן לא מבין את נחישותנו להגן על עצמנו ואת נחישותנו לגמול לאויבינו. סינואר ודף לא הבינו זאת, נסראללה ומוחסן לא הבינו זאת, וכנראה יש בטהרן אלה שלא מבינים זאת. הם יבינו. נעמוד בכלל שקבענו. מי שתוקף אותנו, אנחנו תוקפים אותו.
All right, here's how the world leaders are reacting to the latest escalation in the ongoing Israel-Iran conflict.
I think it would be right to start off with October 7th. We regard October 7th as a terrorist attack. We understand that Israel had a need to respond. But we also believe that any response by any country has to take into account international humanitarian law, that it must be careful about any damage or any implications for civilian populations. And that given what has happened in Gaza, it is important to have some kind of international humanitarian effort out there. And we are very much concerned at the possibility of a broadening of the conflict, not just what happened in Lebanon, but also, I referred earlier to the Houthis and the Red Sea. And, to some extent, anything that happens between Iran and Israel. So, again, it's one thing to be concerned. I'm sure you can say that for a lot of countries. If, as part of that concern, you can end up doing something about it, again, don't underestimate the importance of communication in difficult times. If there are things to be said and passed on and passed back, I think those are all contributions that we can make, and we do.
I wanted to say a few words about Iran's missile attack on Israel today. At my direction, the United States military actively supported the defense of Israel, and we're still assessing the impact. But based on what we know now, the attack appears to have been defeated and ineffective. And this is testament to Israeli military capability and U.S. military. It's also a testament to intensive planning between the United States and Israel to anticipate and defend against the brazen attack we expected. Make no mistake, the United States is fully supportive of Israel. And I've spent the morning and part of the afternoon in the Situation Room and meeting with my whole national security team and consulting with the Israelis indirectly because, in terms of their impact on us.
Geeta Mohan joining us live this morning. Our Foreign Affairs Editor Ashutosh also continues to be with us on that big story. Geeta, to you first, given how things are, a response from Israel in the latest attacks, in response to Iran's latest attacks on Israel, including the terror attack, is but expected, isn't it? A further escalation, but expected.
Absolutely, Sneha. This is going to escalate further. Iran has attacked and Israel is going to retaliate. There is no question about that. There are visuals that are coming in of how Iranians are now lining up outside gas stations for petrol. That clearly shows that Iran, the people in Iran are quite rattled because they do think that the first attack by the Israelis, if they want to have a debilitating effect on Iran, is going to be the oil infrastructure. So expect a response from Israel, but there has to be some calibration, because even if there is an attack on Israeli infrastructure, Iranian infrastructure, then Israel will have to brace itself for retaliatory attacks by Iran. Is this what Israel or Netanyahu's government really wants at this point in time, at this juncture? Something we'll have to wait and see, because all fronts, we're talking about the 7-front war, starting with Gaza in Palestine, and then the West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, Iraq, Iran. All 7 fronts now have opened up. With Iran in the fray, it is going to be a massive escalation. And while we're expecting Israel to respond, there has to be some calibration on responses that would come from Iran as well. The defense minister, the top brigadier in Iranian army, has also come out and said that they only targeted military installations, that there were no civilian deaths, and should Israel respond to Iran's attack of last night, then they should expect a response from Iran as well. So there has to be some calibration on how they're going to look at, and are they prepared to face an all-out open war with Iran at this point in time, at this juncture.